informed that there is a representative of Washington Post. And I would also like to extend our support and we also would like to let the President of this country, General Musharraf, know that we will extend all kinds of moral, spiritual and all other supports in order to crack down the terrorist activities and atrocities carried out by those who have failed to understand the ideology and philosophy of true Islam. Since the September 11 incident in New York, the government of Pakistan has become a very important ally of the anti-terrorist squad formed by the Younus. And the government of Pakistan has always been keen, and they have extended their support and they have shared their intelligence with the Western hemisphere of the world. But this has been in the understanding of the Western media that the government of Pakistan is trying hard to support the war being waged by the Western forces in order to crack down with terrorist activities. And the government of Pakistan has also extended their support, moral or other support that may come in the way. But it has been noticed, very alarmingly it has been noticed, by the US, by Britain, that the government of Pakistan is trying hard to crack down on the terrorist activities. But on the other hand, the people, the countrymen, the nation, the very Pakistani nation, they have not been able to show to this world that they are also supporting the cause commenced and begun by the President of this country. This is a very hypocritical type of phenomenon, whereby the government is supporting the cause initiated by the US and by the British political parties and political figures, but while taking out processions on the streets, raising slogans, anti-peace slogans in particular. This has portrayed our country. This has portrayed not only our country, but this has also portrayed our minds, our brains, how we think about this world. Making speeches, quoting Quran, quoting the Hadith is one thing. But putting that into practical is something really, really different. What we need today is not religion. What we need today is love. We need peace. But peace cannot be established by enforcement. Peace cannot be established by weapons. There is so much strife in the world. But we need to address the cause of the strife. And the cause of the strife is hatred. Hatred. Just to look at our own selves. Look at our own people, especially in this country. There are more than 73 different school of thoughts within Islam. Do we feel justified in calling ourselves true Muslims? If we look back 1400 years ago, do you recall this is the same type of the religion that the Prophet Muhammad gave to us? As far as I can go into the history, I do not find any trace that there was any Sunni or Shia or Wahhabi or Deobandi at the time of the Prophet. If I look back 1400 years ago, you also will not be able to find any trace of such sectarian elements at the time of the Prophet Muhammad. This is the worst scenario, whereby we're holding one Quran in our hands and we are working on different plots. Who is suffering? It is very recent. It is very recent that the London and New York are suffering now. But we have been suffering for the past 26 years. 52 people died in London, 7th of July. And the whole world is mourning. 52 people died in London as a result of 4 bomb explosions in that city. And the whole world is mourning, the whole world is crying. But what about the people who live in this country and they die every day in triple figures? And who is the mastermind behind all these sectarian atrocities carried out within our country by our own people? On average, if you calculate the figure, how many people die every day in this country, it will be higher than the number of people died in London on 7th of July. When people die in America, when people die in the United States of America, and people die in the United Kingdom of Great Britain, they are very much concerned about the lives of the people who live there. But do we also feel concerned about the lives of the people who live in this country? We don't. We're only concerned about establishing ourselves to be truthful. If I am Deobandi, I have nothing to do with any other sect of the religion of Islam. I would like to establish to the world that only I am right. I have the right to live. This is not Islam. Prophet Muhammad gave us the word of love. He gave us love, and which we do not have today in our hearts. How on earth can we claim to be Muslim when we do not practice the religion brought here by the Prophet himself? Is it the same religion that the Prophet Muhammad brought here? No, no way. There were no Sunni, Deobandi, Shia, Wahhabi at the time of Prophet Muhammad. Was there? I would like to give this message to the representative of Washington Post, that you should take this message to the United States of America, that today, not only the president, we need to defend our country, and we need to understand the true ideology of our religion. And I would also like to extend my views to the president of this country, that before you fight for Iraq, before you fight for Kashmir, defend your country. There is no point fighting for the neighbors when your own home is burning in fire. I'm not going to extend my help and support to my neighbor if my own home is burning. Kashmir is not the issue today is Pakistan, the very country where we live. If we extend our support, our intelligence, our military power to free Kashmir, to free Iraq, what happens? If in trying and endeavoring to free those countries, we lose our own country. This is the time of need. We must realize and understand the first priority goes to our own country. We should feel concerned about the situation in this country. We must understand that if we do not take proper steps to save our country from the throes of these sectarian elements in this country, Pakistan will be no more about the page of history. It is not only the President who is supporting the cause of breaking down the terrorism, but the awareness about this fact is now being raised in the public also. And I would like to inform the President General that we shall support his cause in order to raise the awareness of the true image of Islam, the true image of Islam, the Islam that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ brought here. We do not need Shiaism, Deobandism, Wahhabism, Sunniism. We need Prophet Muhammad's Islam, the Islam that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ brought here. Now I would like to ask our friends if they have any questions, they might carry on.
सवाल करना चाहते हैं प्लीज।
जब हम ये कहते हैं कि हम दहशतगर्दी के खिलाफ बरतानिया का और अमेरिका का साथ हैं, तो बहुत से लोग ये समझते हैं कि हम काफिर हो गए, हम काफिरों का साथ देते हैं। लेकिन मुसलमानों के अलावा दीगर अक़वाम को हम काफिर कैसे कह सकते हैं? क्या कुरान ने हमको सिखाया है कि जो मुसलमान ना हो, जिस भी नबी के जरिए दिया उस पर वो कायम है, तो आप उनको काफिर नहीं कह सकते। हमें दीन इस्लाम दिया, किसी को मूसा का दीन मिल गया, किसी को ईसा का दीन मिल गया, किसी को नूह का दीन मिल गया, किसी को आदम का दीन मिल गया। लेकिन आज जनरल अंडरस्टैंडिंग ये है कि जो मुसलमान नहीं है वो काफिर है। लेकिन हम ये भी नहीं समझते हैं कि काफिर का मतलब क्या है। काफिर का मतलब सिर्फ हक को झुठलाना, हक को झुठलाना। हक 1400 साल पहले आया हो या हक आज आया है, जो भी हक को झुठलाएगा